March Madness here. Last year, it didn't feel the same. There weren't fans. It just, I don't know, it just didn't feel the same. But this year, there's going to be fans. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be exciting. We're going to gamble on every single game, maybe responsibly. But let's get
Just
right
not
into
the
it, boys.
Illinois or Loyola games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately.
stupid.
So stupid. But let's get right into it. You guys got some upsets you're thinking first day. Let's go some first day upsets. Any ideas?
I originally picked Vermont to get past Arkansas. I'm kind of waning on that one.
I think New Mexico State could maybe beat UConn.
Yeah, I mean, UConn feels to me like one of those teams that is either going to get beat in the first round or they're going to like upset someone and give Gonzaga a hard time in the Sweet 16.
I think Texas is a very good team, but Virginia Tech coming off the conference championship, they're hot, and that could help.
Originally, I also chose Indiana, but after seeing the way they played last night and the way they shot, I know they won the game, but my God, that was ugly.
They shouldn't have won. They should have won by a lot more.
Yeah, and St. Mary's is a tough team. I don't know how much of an upset this is, but at 10-7, I've got Davidson beating Michigan State. Davidson is led by a lot of upperclassmen and played really well.
They can shoot, too.
Yeah. I mean, just a really good team that unfortunately didn't win their conference tournament because
Boomy, you forgot it's January, February Izzo, so I don't know.
Yeah, if this was 2013, I'd believe you, but also, Michigan State is an insanely young team. You're talking about guys who are 4 or 5 year seniors at Davidson, and I think Michigan State starts 3 freshmen. Don't get me wrong.
I'm calling money line here. I say you go after it. Iowa State over LSU. It's an 11 over a 6. LSU just got rid of their coach, which is insane to think about before the tournament. I think that's a really good upset.
I like that one a lot, Zach, because I kind of feel this similarly with LSU as I do to UConn. Like, can they get it together here that Will Wade has been fired and kind of rally around that, or do they just kind of lay down? And Iowa State, Iowa State won 2 games last year. They were 2-22 last season, and now they're in the tournament. They've struggled a little bit in the Big 12, but that's to be expected. What other upsets you guys got?
I know Zach mentioned it. I like I think maybe one. I know one of you did. Vermont was one I like. I like whoever wins this Rutgers Notre Dame game against Bama. I think Bama's right for the picking. They haven't been the same team since like basically late December when they looked their best of the season. I think they beat Gonzaga early, like in December at one point. Did they not? Yeah. Am I out of my mind there?
Yes,
haven't been great in the SEC though, in my opinion. I think Rutgers and Notre Dame both, I think, would give them fits. I'm also on Davidson. I've already got that one in money line as well. One I keep going back and forth on, not really an upset financial, I guess, against the odds. San Francisco I like, and I also like UAB against Houston. Whenever I see Houston, I always just feel like that's just a team that's never going to be like just some just like dominant, imposing force. It's always a team that's able to be picked off. I don't know why.
And Matt, to add to that, Houston is one of the worst ranked teams in the tournament when it comes to free throw percentage.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. One other team I like too, and I thought one of you guys might have mentioned was South Dakota State. I've already got that one in as well.
I got that one picked too.
That line is way too weird. Why is a 13 seed only getting 2? That's like it's one of those like they're begging you to take.
Pretty sure Michigan's favored over Colorado State.
It's another game that I've already played as well. I love Colorado State. Big body David Roddy. That guy is a monster.
I've got Michigan in the Sweet 16.
I have Colorado State in the Elite 8.
Do you really? And don't get me wrong, Matt. I feel bad because we have expressed our love for the Rams all year.
I love Nico.
That's a bad draw.
Coach Tanji's a good player. They got good shooters. David Roddy can score. He does everything. He's going to be. I want one of those guys that's got that ability in March that just like flips a switch on. That's been around the program for 3 or 4 years and just has the ability to just drop 30. And that's what David Roddy can do. So that's why I'm all in on Colorado State. It's going to be flip or flop for me. I just hope it works out. Oh my God.
My last upset is San Francisco over Murray State.
No way.
What?
Murray
You kidding
State's
me?
so good.
San Francisco's good too.
Yeah, but I saw Murray State a couple times. I've got hard on Murray State.
Where'd you
there.
see them?
On
TV?
Yeah.
On TV?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm also the same guy that's watched Cal Baptist play 4 games this year, and I kind of hate myself for it. They stink, and I've watched them 4 times. Is of all of the 1s and 2 seeds, you guys, who is the most likely to fall to a 16 or a 15?
Duke, they've got a history of doing it.
I actually was going to say the same thing.
That would be the best goodbye.
Yes.
To fucking
he's coming back. If that happens, he's
later.
coming back. There's
Oh,
no
God.
way. He's saying
my
after the
God.
game, he's saying I'm back.
Oh my God, Cal State Fullerton. If you do that,
I think
oh,
Auburn could get upset too.
Yeah, Jacksonville State. You never know.
I think Auburn's been very all over the place.
Yeah, because at times they've looked like the most dominant team in the country, and then they end up with a 2
knocked
seed.
out the first round of the playoff, the first round of the tournament, didn't they?
Yeah, to Texas A&M.
Auburn, I could see losing, but I could also see them going to the Final Four. They're an enigma to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got them in the Final Four.
Fellas, what do you guys think of Illinois' chance? Legitimate.
I
think they have a pretty good chance of winning it all.
I've got them in the Elite 8. I think, and I said this a couple weeks ago, and obviously they don't have AO, but like this team went full strength. I mean, Kofi Coburn is one of the most dominant big men in this tournament, and good luck guarding him. I mean, when Andre Corbello is on and Trent Frazier are on, they can beat anybody. It's also going to come, a lot of the guys that Alfonso Plummer, if he can hit shots the way he was early in the season, this team has just as good of a chance as anybody. They obviously stumble in the Big Ten tournament, but this team is good. I've got them losing to Villanova in the Elite 8.
Maddie?
I'll to throw the disclaimer, I'm not a big Illinois fan. I've never been a big Illinois fan. I actually have Illinois in the Final Four, though. I think the bracket shapes up very well for them. Chattanooga is going to be one of those teams that just like you never want to see them when you're a 1 through 4 seed or whatever. Anywhere in the top tier of the bracket, you don't want to face Chattanooga. It just always feels like the Moccasins are always kind of making a run for a big upset. But I do like Illinois in the coming out of their region. Arizona is going to be. I mean, can we get a replay of 05? Like, can we just get that all over again?
That'd be awesome.
Not even that, Manny. We get a repeat of Arizona going to Illinois and beating them in mid-December.
The other thing, too, I think it shapes up because, like I said, I got Colorado State going to the Elite 8. So that would give Illinois a better matchup in the Elite 8. So that's why take that for what it's worth. So if you're riding me for my picks, I wish you wouldn't, because that's not a financially smart decision, but also especially when it comes to Illinois, my affinity for Colorado State this year.
And Chattanooga, like you said, Matt, they have Kansas transfer. I believe it's D'Souza in the post. I mean, he's
from Kansas. He's a monster. Yeah. That's the dude that threw the chair during the fight that went behind the hoop. Like he launched a chair or got ready to launch a chair at somebody or whatever.
He's going to give Kofi all he can handle.
Big, scary. Yeah, he can definitely bang with him. No questions asked there. That's like the one reason why it's a bad matchup for Illinois in that first round probably.
But I feel like if they can get out of that, then they get the winner of Houston UAB.
Well, let's move on. I feel bad for Maddie. Let's see here. We're at the end of this Rutgers Notre Dame game, and they just might be going to double OT.
Blow it.
This is March, boys.
Oh my God. What a game. Tell me this. Tell me
double
the play.
OT.
Whoa.
Maddie's breaking things over here.
This is March.
This is madness. This is March.
iPad went flying. tell me these play-in games don't feel like a regular March game. Good God.
Awesome. Do you guys think
I'm
there's
all
any
for it
chance
tomorrow, boys.
Loyola
Look
of
out.
Chicago has any chance against Ohio State?
I'm taking Ohio State. The magic is out.
I took Ohio State too. I think everybody and their brother is picking Loyola.
That's exactly it. That's what I'm thinking.
If you guys could pick one of the highest seeds right now, we'll go like 1 through 3. Who do you guys think is making it to the finals?
The highest seed to make it where? I'm sorry?
To the finals. The last
I'll be
2.
honest. My Final Four is pretty chalk. I've got 3 2 seeds and a 1 seed. But I will also in that same breath say I've got a couple 4s in the Elite Eight. I've even got Texas in a Sweet 16, and this is going to come and bite me. In my upset bracket that I filled out, I've got Texas in the national championship. I think the highest we're going to see in even a Final Four is a 6 seed this year.
I don't think you're wrong. But I actually, in a way, I do think you're wrong because I think it's the year that madness can happen. Anyone can win. There's not one. I mean, it's always Gonzaga is going to win, or Kansas is up there, like Texas. But I think this year you could see maybe a higher seed winning.
Hey, I will throw this one out here. The winner of the Murray State San Francisco game, especially if it's Murray State, in my opinion, that is an in-state rival. They are little brother to Kentucky. If they can get past Kentucky, they've got a chance to get to a Sweet 16. I don't want to go – I'm not picking it, but I'm saying you have that relationship with Murray State and Kentucky that I wouldn't be horribly surprised if they take that little chip on the shoulder. I'm probably just a recency bias, but I've got a 5 seed in the Elite Eight in Iowa. So
I have them in the national title game, beating Illinois in the Final Four.
No, that would be fun.
Wow.
Yeah, and I hate Iowa. I
Same.
can't stand Fran McCaffrey. I think that guy's a big fucking asshole. I don't like Iowa at all. I think their fans are a joke. I think their fans think they're like the greatest program that's ever graced the world. It's like they walk around like Iowa's fucking Bama when it comes to football. It's crazy to me. But no, I've got Iowa losing to Kentucky in the final myself. So that's why if you're talking a 2 seed to win it, that's the one I have is Kentucky.
I think it's going to be Gonzaga this year, and we're going to go right into this. Is it
I have Kentucky
win it all or
Kentucky and the
disappointment?
Zags. Yes, it has to be for them.
No.
Yes. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
runner up last year. You bring runner up last year.
made-
You bring Timmy. You bring in Holmgren. No, it's win or bust at this point.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
I'm not even saying
the
this.
last 4 Final Fours.
Question.
I'm not saying it's the right thing, but that's literally they've made to back-to-back Final Fours, and that's still not good enough for people.
And don't forget they lost to
win it all
Carolina
or
too,
disappointment.
in 17. Don't forget they lost in the national title game to these guys too a few years ago. So just throwing that out there.
Mark
You know,
I don't.
Everyone loves Mark Few, and everyone thinks Mark Few's a great coach, which I'm not
I
going to
don't
disagree
get.
with that.
I think he's a great
I'm not going
coach.
to disagree with that. There's a
Great
reason
guy,
he
I
won
don't
a
know
national
about that.
title game. Go out and win it this year. There's no reason they shouldn't.
Is this year's Gonzaga team more talented than last year's? Because I don't think it is.
Yes.
No,
I do.
No, I don't think so. But I think the path is easier.
Jalen Suggs was a different animal.
Well, yeah, that's
Chet
true.
Holmgren's a fucking unicorn, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Chet Holmgren is like unguardable.
Yeah, it's
very
one of
good
those
teams.
things where you could make arguments either side. I think that.
And
I don't know. I feel like last year's team. I mean, it wasn't.
Inside.
What'd you say?
I said Timmy doesn't have to do it all on his own inside.
That's
And it's
fair.
not like their guards are garbage.
Yeah, and was it the kid from Florida still giving them buckets out there?
Yeah, they're. I mean, they got first like. Well, they're gonna have 3 or 4 first rounders when it's all said and done. It's like
Matt, we haven't even got to this. Is your Tar Heels going to get out of the first round?
I have my Tar Heels losing in the Sweet 16 because they're going to beat Baylor. They're going to beat Marquette. And they're going to beat Baylor.
I do see them beating Marquette.
They're a very, very bad matchup for Baylor, especially with Baylor banged up.
Fair.
Carolina has played a much better brand of basketball since February. If you would have asked me in January, they weren't going to go to the tournament.
Right.
But they've played a lot better. I think they ran into a buzzsaw at Virginia Tech in the ACC tournament that was clearly not losing to anybody in that stretch of days, trying to play desperation basketball to go to the tournament. I like Carolina. I like the way I like the draw they got. If they were going to get a 7 or an 8 seed or a 9 seed where they have to play a 2 or a 1, I like that it's Baylor out of that top 8.
That's fair.
All right, fellas, what's your final fours?
I've got Gonzaga, Kentucky, and Villanova, Auburn, and then Gonzaga over Villanova in the title game.
I'm the same. It's same on half. I got Gonzaga, Kentucky. I've got Illinois, Iowa. I've got Iowa, the Zags with the Gonzaga to win it. Or Kentucky to win it over Gonzaga, and Kentucky to beat Iowa. Excuse me. Battle of the Midwest.
I am gonna go. I got Gonzaga. I think Texas Final Four. We'll go Iowa and Illinois.
Oh, Chris Beard, huh? First year with the Longhorns making a deep run.
I think they were good before he got there.
Well,
but somebody else I could also see out of there. You could. I think I can see Purdue going on a run.
Yeah. Zach Edey.
Ivy's a monster. Ivy's to the absolute. He can take over a game though.
What'd you say,
Ivy's
Boomy?
crazy good.
I just said Zach Edey is like 7'13". The kid is a monster out there, and he's not even that good, but he changes the game. And if they can get him
at
going
that height, what does it matter?
Yeah, and Ivy is just. I mean, he'll be probably a top 10 pick. I mean, at least
should be. Yeah.
If they can get it rolling, man, they're going to be tough to stop. But I don't know.
It's so weird that Edey and Williams just like cannot play on the floor together though. Like it's like their offense just bogs down when those two are on the floor together. It's crazy. It's so odd.
But boys, these 2 days, the first round is amazing. There's so many games going on. The Saturday and Sunday are awesome too, but like nothing is like the first 2 days of that tournament. There's so many games going on. There's games from like 11 a.m. and then like the last game starts around right before 9 o'clock.
A little before 9 our time, yep.
So just soak it all in. It's the greatest 2 days I think in sports.